with the one exception being that you're starting off as a beginner and you don't know anything really. Even then, I would say that you should learn enough so that you, as quickly as possible, get onto your own program. Because no one's program is going to be as good as your own. Unless you get a coach. If you get a coach, that is completely different because they make a program for you. Unless it's one of those cheap-ass coaches that just does cookie-cutter programs, then it's like, okay, yeah, why are you buying from them in the first place? But I still think that you should be making up your own program and following your own program. Because you know what's best. Usually. And so this video is going to be how to create your own custom workout program. And this is a video designed for you to take action. It's not designed for you to just be passive and just listen, alright? If you're going to do that, just go to somewhere else. Just go somewhere else, alright? You know, you've already gotten me the view, alright? You don't need to watch the entire video. Now, if you are here to learn how to make your own workout program, continue. Let's get into it. So the first thing is selecting a split. So the thing with selecting a split is that it's primarily based off of your frequency. Your frequency being how many times you're going to the gym. I can go to the gym 4 days a week, 5 days a week, 6, 7, maybe more, right? You know, for 2 sessions in a day, right? But most people go to the gym 1 session per day, at most, right? So deciding on how many days you're going to go to the gym is the first step that you should take, and you should really think about it. For some people, it's going to be 3 days a week. For some people, it might be 6 days a week. For some people, it might be 7 days a week. It really is up to you. So you want to think about it and write that down, right? And so now that you know your frequency, you can choose to have sort of predetermined splits or to craft your own. And so crafting your own is going to be much more complicated, and I would recommend that for intermediates and advanced trainees. So therefore, I would really recommend you to just choose one of the splits that I give you in this video. So the first one is, I would say probably the most popular, which is push-pull legs, or pull-push legs, or legs, push, pull. Actually, they're the same, but anyway, just push-pull legs or PPL. Right. And so how this split is determined is basically on push days, you do pushing exercises, so exercises that target the chest, triceps, and anterior shoulders. So that's going to be your bench presses, your push-ups, your tricep work, your push-downs, basically anything that's, you know, pushing something away. On the pull day, it's going to be anything with pulling, you know, so you got your rows, your pull-ups, your pull-downs, anything that targets your back, your lats, your biceps. And then finally for leg day, well, it's your legs, man. It's your leg day. So that's push-pull legs, and I would say that's the most popular. So for push-pull legs, the split goes based off of 3 days a week and also 6 days a week. So if you take 3 days a week, that's going to be push-pull legs. And then if you double that, right, that's going to be push-pull legs, push-pull legs. So that's going to be 6 days a week. And then you can have a rest day in between. The next split is upper-lower. And upper-lower has the largest range. So upper-lower is basically on upper days, you do your upper body, so like your chest, back, arms. And then on lower days, you just do your legs. Right? Simple. And so for an upper-lower split, you can do 2 days, right? Upper-lower, 4 days, do that twice, 6 days, do that 3 times, right? So that has more variation in the frequency. Finally, there is full body. And so full body is basically doing an amalgamation of exercises targeting all the different regions of the body. A common misconception that people get with full body is that they think that you need to train every single muscle in your body for it to count as full body. But it doesn't. You can really think about a full body as basically an unrestricted upper-lower, right? You can basically combine half an upper day and half a lower day into 1 day, and that can be a full body day. So full body can be from 3 days a week to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7. You know, it's like full body is really up to you. It's like, it's out of the 3 options I'm going to give you, it's the most creative, it's the most uninhibited. And so you're going to choose your split depending on your frequency, right? If you want to only go to the gym 3 days a week, I'd recommend push-pull legs or full body. If it's 4 days a week, I'd recommend upper-lower or full body. If it's 5 days, I'd recommend full body. If it's 6 days, I recommend push-pull legs, upper, lower, or full body. Like, it really depends on your frequency and also your personal desires. Like, do you want to focus more on your upper body? Perhaps do push-pull legs, because then you have like 2 separate days for your entire full upper body. If you want more leg growth, you can do upper, lower for a total of 3 times per week, right? And if you just want to hit everything all the time, full body it is. So now that you've chosen your split, it's time to choose your exercises, right? You've chosen your split, you know like what you're going to do for each day. And so with exercises, you're going to have a primary exercise, and these are going to be your compounds. These are going to be the exercises that hit multiple muscle groups at the same time. So your bench press for chest and triceps and shoulders, your dips for the same muscle groups, your overhead press for your shoulders and triceps, and also a little bit of chest. It's these movements that are your primary exercises. And so for each day, you're going to want to choose 1 to 2 of them. Just 1 to 2 of them. And then from there, you're going to choose your secondary exercises, which are your isolation exercises. So I would be choosing muscle groups that you didn't really target. So with bench press, it's primarily a chest exercise. So for my isolations, I would pick triceps and some shoulder isolation. And then you would do that for every single day. So pause the video and get those exercises down, and then come back. All right. So once you've done that, next is getting your intensity and volume balanced. And so this really depends on your goals. If your goal is more towards strength, you want to go higher intensity, lower reps. If your goal is more hypertrophy, you want to go higher volume, lower intensity. So that means higher reps, lower intensity. And so this is a pretty easy decision, right? Like, do you want strength or do you want hypertrophy? Just pick one, right? And then from there, intensity, the rep ranges for intensity is going to be around 5 to 7. Hypertrophy is going to be more like 8 to 15. All right? That's just a broad spectrum. You don't need to follow it completely, but it's just a broad spectrum. And so putting everything together, I'm going to blow up a program, a pull, push, legs program. And you can see that the first exercise for pull is pull-ups, or weighted pull-ups in this case. All right, compound movement. All right, there we go. Second movement is T-bar rows, another compound movement. All right. And then the third and fourth are isolations. Easy. Push, same thing. Barbell bench press is first, compound movement, and then shoulder press, compound movement, and then your isolations. Legs, same thing. Back squats, compound movement, RDLs, compound movement, and then your isolations. Quite simple, right? And so if you have followed this entire video, I would say it's pretty short, but it requires you to do the work, to actually think about your goals, to actually write stuff down, and to actually make your own program. If you've done it, congrats! You made your first workout program. Maybe it's your first, I have no idea, but you've made your own, right? One that is completely tailored to your goals and is tailored to your situations. Therefore, I can say with a high probability that this might be your best program, so far at least. And so I hope you've learned something. I hope you've used this video to create your own program. And if you have, give it a like, subscribe, share, turn on the notification bells, and I'll see you next time.